Welcome to Staffworks Explain. If you are here for the first time, please consider subscribing to this channel. You can also hit the notification bell so that every time you upload a new video, you are the first one, among the first people to be notified. In today's video, we'll be talking about Northlands City, the ambition, the controversy, as well as the urban future. Northlands City, north of Nairobi, 15 kilometers precisely, is one of the most ambitious urban developments currently taking shape on the outskirts of Nairobi City. Planned in Ruiru area of Kiambu County, the project combines housing, industry, commerce, agriculture, and large-scale infrastructure within a single privately owned master plan. Here, we examine what Northlands City is, how it is structured, and how far development has progressed, and also look closely at the planning choices behind the project, its relationship with public infrastructure, and how it compares with other major city-scale developments in Kenya, as well as controversies and public debates that have emerged around land use, governance, public interest as the city continues to grow. Located about 15 kilometers from Nairobi city center, Northlands City is a privately developed master planned urban development spanning over 11,500 acres of land, once used as productive agriculture holdings by the Kenyatta family, including Brookside Dairy and Gisheha Farm. Its footprint is bisected by the Eastern Bypass, a major road in Nairobi, linking traffic corridors and position the site strategically for future urban growth. The project is expected to be worth approximately Kenya shillings 500 billion, which is equivalent to $3 billion, and is planned to support up to 250,000 residents with mixed residential, commercial, industrial, and recreation land uses. The master plan, prepared by Triad Architecture and Partners, reflects contemporary urban planning principles designed to create an integrated city with housing, business district, industrial parks, logistical zones, conservation centers or areas, and public amenities. What does Northlands City include? The development compartment are as follows. We have residential zones around 3,570 acres divided into low density housing, villas, townhouses. We have medium density living and high density apartments aimed at accommodating a range of income groups. We have commercial and business district, roughly 390 acres of space for offices, retail, hospitality, and related uses. We have industrial and logistics parks, around 695 acres for industrial activity and 650 acres for logistic operations to attract manufacturing and transport service investment. We have recreation open space, close up to 1,697 acres are designed for parks, community recreation, and green spaces. We have agriculture and conservation. Over 5,000 acres retained for agricultural activities and conservation, maintaining part of the site's original land use. This mix is consistent with urban planning practice, combining multiple land uses to foster employment, housing affordability, and environmental sustainability within the planned city. What's the actual progress on the ground? Northern City has moved beyond concept. We have infrastructure installation since around 2018. Basic infrastructure including roads, water, electricity, sewerage, all these have been rolled out in parts of the project area, especially where industrial plots are being offered as serviced land to investors. This includes perimeter fencing, utility connections, and underpinning early development activity. We have residential launch. In 2025, the Orchards of the Northlands, a gated residential sub-community featuring villas and townhouses, was launched, signaling this project's first substantive residential delivery. This suggests incremental realization of the master plan's vision. Together, this reflects genuine construction activity on what has until recently been agricultural lands and pasture. Let's now move on to controversies and public debate. While Northern Corridor has strong supporters who see it as a model for future Kenyan cities, it is not without controversy. These concerns span political, economic, and social grievance and governance spheres. One, we have public versus private infrastructure investment. A point of contention among commentators is that major public infrastructure, particularly the expansion and upgrading of the Eastern Bypass, is occurring alongside, and some argue to the benefit of private area estate development. The Eastern Bypass and other regional connectivity projects typically fall under national and county government responsibility. While expanding these roads serves many parts of Nairobi metropolitan area, critics debate whether public funds were disproportionately benefiting a private project without clear public good mandate. This is a recurring theme in Kenya infrastructure reporting. Two, we have private airport and regulation. The city includes a private aerodrome visible on satellite imagery that can handle small aircraft. This has raised questions about regulations, use rights, custom control, especially when private runways sit adjacent to urban zones and major road networks. Some members of the public have expressed concern over how such infrastructure will be regulated within national aviation and custom frameworks. Three, we have land security and local incidents. In 2023, part of the project land was invaded and vandalized, with reports of trees felled and livestock removed. Authorities later addressed security after delays that were publicly explained as operational constraints due to other national priorities, a situation that sparked debate about how private land and large development sites are protected and policed. Fourth, we have internal governance and workplace allegation. Investigative reports by independent outlets has established anonymized employee account alleging pay irregularity, hostile human resource practices, procurement anomalies, and internal discrimination within the administrative structure tied to the project. While these reports are based on whistleblower testimony and have not been verified through legal action or formal government inquiry, they form part of the ongoing public discourse regarding transparency and worker rights in the large private developments. We have fifth, water infrastructure speculation. There is a public speculation which is not substantiated in credible reporting that the Northern Collector Tunnel backwater infrastructure project drawing water from Murang'a County to Nairobi and its environs might directly serve the northern or this city. However, this government-led water infrastructure project is a broader public water supply intervention intended to serve millions of residents in Nairobi and surrounding counties, including Kiambu and Ruiru, without any documented link to benefiting specific private urban development. It is therefore important to state clearly that although there is no credible evidence that this tunnel was being built for Northern City, this distinction is very critical to avoid general public infrastructure being combined with private development where it benefits private projects. Now let's move on to comparison with other Kenya mega urban projects. Kenya urban expansion includes other large developments that offer useful contrasts. We have Tatu City in Kiambu, which is a large private city development which is similar to the Northern City. It combines residential and business districts. Tatu City has faced shareholder and governance challenges, underscoring risks in funding and long-term execution. We have Konza Technopolis, which is a government technology led and innovation hub built around high-tech industries and intellectual capital distinct from Northland's broader mixed-use scope. Konza has experienced slower progress than originally planned, illustrating challenges in large public sector urban builds. We have another similar project, which is Mwale Medical Technology City, which is in Western Kenya. It is focused on health, education, and light industry, offering specialization rather than geographic population scale. Compared to these cities, Northlands City strengthens a strategic location, large scale, and diversity land uses. The challenges related to private governance, infrastructure sequencing, and broader public benefit justification. What are the project risks and consideration? From a project management standpoint, several themes stand out. One is sequencing. Delivery of infrastructure must match market demand and utility provision, or the project risk being underutilized. We have governance as another risk, where large private projects with public associations invite intense scrutiny. Clear transparency mechanisms are critical. Then we have public benefit alignment, where private projects intersect with public infrastructure. The benefits to broader communities require clear articulation and measurable outcomes. In conclusion, we can say that the city is undeniably one of the East Africa's most ambitious private urban development. Its phased progress, from its infrastructure installation and initial residential launches to ongoing industrial sales, points to a long-term transformation of Ruiru corridor. At the same time, the project has generated legitimate public debates over infrastructure funding, regulatory frameworks, land security, workplace governance, and how public and private interests intersect in Kenya's rapidly evolving urban landscape. It is critical for observers and stakeholders alike to distinguish documented facts from speculation, particularly when discussing public infrastructure like water, tunnels, or roads. As the city continues to unfold over the coming decade, its success will likely hinge not only on construction milestones but also on transparent governance, public accountability, and equitable integration with wider metropolitan region. So thank you for reaching this far. If this is your first time here, please consider subscribing to this channel. You can watch other videos that we have made on similar projects. You can also leave your comment. Thank you.